Welcome back to Marion Local, where the Flyers were victorious 44-40 over the Knoxville Rangers. Here with our post-game stats is Mr. Jeff Henschen.
Thank you, Greg. For the game, both teams attempted the same amount of field goals. New Knoxville hit on 12 of 38. The Flyers 13 of 38. The three-pointers, again, very similar. New Knoxville 4 of 12. The Flyers 4 of 11. Now, what's ironic there is New Knoxville did not make any in the second half. They were 0 for 4 from three-point range, where they made all theirs in the first half. New Knoxville did. Marion Local made none in the first half, made all of theirs in the second half. So 4 three-pointers for New Knoxville, all in the first half. 4 three-pointers for the Flyers, all in the second half. Free throws, New Knoxville, again, very good shooting there, 12 of 16. The Flyers, about where their average is on the season, 62%. That's just a little over 50, so 14 of 25. They made enough of them, and the rebounding margin pretty even. And the turnovers, both teams doing a much better job. They started out ragged in the first 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, I had Marion Local down as no turnovers and New Knoxville with just 2. So both teams, ironically, when things got tight, played, let's say, took care of the basketball the best. So there are your game stats, a close game, as you can tell. And our leading scorers for the contest for New Knoxville, Megan Jurasic scores 11. Jacqueline Leffel scores 7. 5 apiece from Tasia Louth and Morgan Leffel. 6 from Aaron Scott, 2 from Samantha Trigo, their total of 40. For Marion Local Flyers, 2 girls in double figures. Heidi Rethman with 14. Kelsey Koenig with 11. 9 from Carrie Evers. 5 from Elena Pullman. 3 from Emily Neatfeld. And 2 from Brooke Homan, their total of 44.
Yeah, it's a good ball game throughout it. We talked a little bit after the half, about the shooting. And like you said, you kind of could tell if New Knoxville was going to win this game, they had to get some outside shooting. They got it in the first half, didn't get it in the second half. And on the other side, as you mentioned, Marion Local kept working the paint and was able to get a couple shots from the outside. And in the end, I think that's really what separated them just enough as they take the victory 44-40. So congratulations to Marion Local. For our players of the game, first the visiting team, the New Knoxville Rangers. Player of the game going to go to Megan Jurasic.
She led the Rangers with 13 points and did a nice job staying in the game. Had to sit out a little bit in the second quarter with foul trouble, but she survives, if you will, plays pretty much the whole second half, gets 13 points, and helped her team stay in this battle. A tough loss for her team, but congratulations to the sophomore, Meg Jurasic.
And for the home team, the Marion Local Flyers, player of the game goes to Heidi Rethman.
Sorry, Greg, freshman Heidi Rethman. She leads all scorers tonight with 14 points. Had 8 at half, came up with 6 points in the fourth quarter, hit 3 or 4 foul shots down the stretch, a big three-pointer as well. So congratulations to Heidi Rethman, a freshman, for her Player of the Game award tonight.
Yeah, congratulations again to both those players. That Player of the Game sponsored by NKTelco Sports. That's going to do it for us here tonight. I'd like to thank our crew, Director Scott Robinson, replay Bryce Hamrick, our camera people Nolan Emerson, Luke Sweeterman, Ian Bullheimer, my partner Jeff Henschen. I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching and have a great evening. Hello, welcome to NKTelco Sports. We're here at Marion Local High School where the New Knoxville Rangers take on the Marion Local Flyers. Tonight's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Sweeterman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Francis Furniture, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, NKT Productions, and First National Bank. Again, welcome to Marion Local High School, where the New Knoxville Rangers getting set to take on the Marion Local Flyers. I'm Greg Burning, my partner this evening, Jeff Henchen. Jeff, both these teams not having the seasons they kind of were envisioning at the beginning of the year, but one of them going to come out of here on a winning streak.
Yeah, the wins have been far and few between for these two squads. Both these two clubs coming in riding 7-game losing streaks. So 8's going to be not so great for one of them tonight. And for New Knoxville, they're going to try to pick up their first Midwest Athletic League win. The Flyers already have 2, but New Knoxville 0-8, so something on the line there. Again, both teams on 7-game losing streaks, and both teams, Greg, having trouble scoring the ball consistently. Each team at 37 points a game, and just not able to get enough offense has been the problem. The defense is usually pretty good and aggressive, but putting the ball in the basket's been troublesome for each team. Shooting percentages are down, which makes it tough, right? And you really have to rely on your defense end to make, great plays and great stops. And I think it's going to come down to, obviously, the team that not only scores the most, but maybe gets some offensive rhythm tonight as they head into tournament action. Final game of the season tonight.
Should be a good one here from Marion Local. We'll take a break and come back with the starting lineups and the opening tip. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
We knew that we could use Hometown Opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown Opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Welcome back to Marion Local High School as we get set for our ball game here. First, the starting lineups. First for the New Knoxville Rangers. Number 22, Aaron Scott. Number 14, Samantha Trigo. Number 4, Taylor Doty. Number 2, Tasia Louth. And number 30, Megan Jurasik. The Rangers are coached by Tim Hagemeyer. And now your home team, the Marion Local Flyers. Number 4, sophomore Kelsey Koenig. Number 14, Emily Collig. Senior number 42, Morgan Heckman. Number 40, Adeline Mesher, another senior. And 6'1" senior, number 20, Carrie Evers. So the Flyers have a senior here tonight, starting all 4 of their seniors in the starting lineup. Always like to see that, giving the seniors their final game start here of the season. You get a good shot of the Flyer huddle there, and also another good one there of the New Knoxville Rangers. And Jeff, you mentioned it before, both these teams that we've seen a couple times and have had quarters of scoring where they look really solid and then have went completely back to the well, and it's been dry, and it went almost scoreless for a quarter. You know,
There's been times the Rangers have gone scoreless in some quarters. You know, it's a 32-minute game, and that's why you play the game. And New Knoxville has usually started out, they've had some real nice first quarters and then struggled to find the offensive rhythm into the second, third, and fourth quarters. And Marion Local the same way. It takes a full 32 minutes against high-quality teams that these ladies play against, and we'll see once each of those teams kind of get that rhythm, that groove back in their offense. As you mentioned, both teams not real happy with their records. Marion Local just 4 wins, New Knoxville with 6.
Game starts out with a turnover from the Flyers against that New Knoxville man-to-man defense. Mishandled there by Louth, able to scoop it up just before the half-court line. As the Flyers come out in more of a zone defense, like a matchup 2-3 out time. I take that back, it's a 1-3-1. And they get the same result as Knoxville can't get comfortable in their offense, throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, 2 possessions now for each team with 1-2 turnovers, and not a great start, if you will, and a lot of ball game left to play, but offenses need to get gelling and start making some positive plays on each end.
Heckman passes it off to Collick. Going to go back out top to Evers. And they'll reset out top to Koenig. Not a lot of openings here so far for Marion Local. There's one there for Koenig. She'll drop the 3 ball. It's no good. Rebound battle for and won by Evers, tipped over to Heckman. Heckman gets her pocket picked underneath the bucket, though, by number 22, Scott. Spin in the paint, off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by one of those Marion Local Flyer seniors, Carrie Evers.
Nice move by Scott, going coast to coast. Good turnaround move. Shielded it, used her body to get a shot off, but a little too strong off the bank board. Still no points here, almost 2 minutes into the game.
And you see a lot of similarities already in these two teams, both struggling to really get a flow in their offense, not getting the ball where they want to. A lot to the good defense. There's a nice pass inside to Evers. Can't get it to go. As New Knoxville battles for the rebound, finally kicked away to Aaron Scott.
Entry pass gets into Evers, like you mentioned, but had a tough shot trying to get it off, and Louth doing a nice job corralling the rebound, preventing a second opportunity.
They tried to skip that one down to the corner, and again a turnover. So neither team had much luck here. You feel like New Knoxville trying to go against that 1-3-1 and not much presence around that high post area at all. Tried to go down to the corner.
First substitution of the game, Heidi Rethman, freshman, 5'7". Off the bench now, and she averages just under 10 points a game. Just Heidi at 9.1, and a foul by Doty.
Yeah, Rethman gives the Flyers a lot more of a point guard presence. She'll handle the ball a lot out top. Solid shooter as well.
Flyers playing without Natalie Rethman, who is a leading scorer, you know, averaging double-digit points, went out with an injury. I think she missed the past 7 games, ironically. Probably 7-game losing streak is the game she has lost or been not part of with the injury.
There's a skip pass over to Koenig, dump down inside to Evers. And Flyers going to catch a break there as Drossik called for the foul.
One thing New Knoxville cannot get into is foul trouble, Greg, and not real deep, and especially with Drossik, she's their leading scorer, 9 points a game, 6 rebounds, and already 1 quick foul now, and you know there's going to be a lot of inside presence and potential for other fouls. That time she goes straight up, but Evers scores the basket.
Yeah, it's definitely a strength for Marion here tonight when Evers is on the court. Definitely got about a head height advantage on Drossik and got some good position there and able to finish to get our first bucket of the game. There's a deflection by Evers and another turnover for New Knoxville. Flyers looking to push, get it ahead to Rethman, and she takes some contact. And ball.
Nearly a second foul.
I was just going to say, Drossik lucky not to pick up 2 quick ones there. Morgan Leffel checking in for the Rangers and also for the Flyers, Alana Pullman, and also number 32, Brooke Homan.
Yeah, Drossik challenged, I believe it was, you said, Heidi Rethman on the layup, and could have easily picked up her second foul.
Here's Pullman, freshman, stepping into the ball game, knocks down the foul line jumper.
Well, it didn't take long for Elena Pullman to get in the books. She averages just under 5 points a game and 5 rebounds, 5'10" freshman. Her bucket gives the Flyers a quick 4-0 lead. Again, 1-3-1 defense here. They had Evers up. Now they've got Pullman, both tall girls on that point position, if you will, on defense. And New Knoxville, in my mind, not spacing themselves nicely.
Right.
They're standing right behind the tallest girls on the court. Hard to pass over those ladies, and they've already committed 4 turnovers just with simple passing mistakes. See if they can maybe get a little bit better spacing and attack the zone, the 1-3-1 that is, a little bit better, more aggressively. But again, easier said than done sometimes. You got some big athletes and Evers and Pullman up there to harass.
Jumper from the elbow, I should say a foul line area. Heidi Rethman, timeout taken by New Knoxville. They're going to take a full timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers, to families with the pitter-patter of little feet, to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Welcome back to the hangar. We're halfway through quarter number 1. Flyers able to come out and build up to a 6-0 lead.
It took a while for them to get started. Now, they've hit a couple of their shots here more recently, a 6-0 run. They've created or caused New Knoxville. I can't really say created because New Knoxville has 4 turnovers.
Right.
I don't think Marion Local really
No, they're really
caused some of that.
unforced, right.
Yeah, and the 1-3-1's been a little difficult for New Knoxville. See, once after a timeout, they get a little bit better spacing and can attack. And again, they got a tall girl up front to force the overhead pass. I always like to throw it to the ground where people don't play defense at, i.e. the bounce pass.
Pullman misses the jumper. Aaron Scott just rips that one away from Evers. And on the other end, Koenig steals it right back. And Aaron Scott there again, boy, passing the ball around like a yo-yo right now. And it's going back and forth.
I don't want it, you can have it.
That's right.
Again, a 1-3-1. Find the gaps and again, a tough pass trying to throw over Pullman, and the receiver is standing behind her.
And a ball fake goes a long way when you're going against the zone too. You know, it's easy, like you said, it's easier to say than to do sometimes. But a good ball fake will make a girl step right out of your lane, and then your passing lane will open right up. But
7 turnovers already for the Rangers.
And never good.
Never good to that many when you've more turnovers than points.
Right, more turnovers than the other team's points for that matter too. There's a nice rebound there by Trigo on the missed shot.
It was, and New Knoxville, a lot of ball game left, only down 3 baskets for as many turnovers as they've had, and a made shot will do great wonders for them.
Yeah, defensively they've done a solid job. You see Evers struggling to get it across here now. And a tipped ball, going to be a foul there on Doty. I think that's number 2.
Yeah, I mentioned the foul trouble, not something that the Rangers want to get into. About 6 deep, really. They may play 7, but have to really be careful and protect their players.
Tasia Louth checks back in as Doty steps off. We mentioned before, Jurasic in that same kind of play. She picked up a quick foul, so they got to be careful of that. Don't want to see her get a second foul. You see an over a back call picked up there against Marion. Again, defense been solid for New Knoxville. Just need to get some shots at the bucket.
Scott's had her hands on it. She's come up with some steals, and she should get credit for that one. She won't, but she played some defense, forced the ball off of the Flyers and over and back call. So still just a 3-point, I should say a 3-possession or 6-point game. There's a nice ball movement. Find the gaps and then attack and see once the New Knoxville can basically make a few passes and open up a good-looking shot.
Trigo misses the 3 ball. Marion one shot and out. And here comes Rethman off the glass and in. Heidi Rethman with a little jumper.
Well, the freshman averaging 9 points a game already with 4 points here in the first quarter.
And this is one of those defenses too that not always a bad idea to run some motion. You know, get your 4 out there. There's a good extra pass from Scott there as Louth able to knock down the 3. I love when you see that in basketball. Girl has a shot, right, but she makes the extra pass to give someone a wide open shot, and that's typically the result you get. So a good pass there by Scott as Trigo steps in the pass, and then he comes up with a steal. Back-to-back buckets by the Rangers, and they cut the lead down to 3.
Good steal, scoop and score by Trigo, and before that, Tasia Louth makes her 8th three-point shot of the season. So just like that, back to 3-point games for New Knoxville.
And really been triggered by the Ranger guards as they've been battling, and a good rebound there by Elena Pullman, I'm sorry, to answer for the Flyers, push their lead back to 5.
Freshmen for Coach Strive have each scored 4 points. Pullman, a freshman, and Rethman, a freshman. They have 8 of the 10.
Good double team underneath, and another nice steal out top from Pullman, getting those long arms in the way.
Long arms, and Drozic picks up her 2nd foul. Obvious contact, and decision time now for Coach Hegemeyer as Evers will go to the foul line. You mentioned Pullman, long arms, a lot of length. You know, I said earlier, why throw it into the danger zone? Throw it to the ground.
Right.
You know, that's my, if you will, pet peeve.
Oh, yeah, it's like, a lot easier to reach up, for sure.
And most people aren't going to put their fingers on the ground, so it's a better chance of success as Evers connects her first.
Another full timeout taken on the floor. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Minute 3 left to go in quarter number 1 here for Marion Local. The Flyers have a 6-point lead with Kara Evers having one more here at the free throw line. She's a 60% free throw shooter.
Made her first one. Drozic for New Knoxville stays in the basketball game with the 2 fouls, so keep an eye on her. She's really, they got about to stay with her. They, size-wise, no one off the bench to kind of fill that void.
She kicks it over to Scott. Down the corner, Lyle thought about the 3, instead steps around for the jumper and draws the foul.
Nice move by Tasia Louth. Hit a 3-pointer earlier in the quarter for the Rangers' first points of the game. That time, Greg doing a nice job using her speed and athleticism to shot fake, dribble around. I think you mentioned ball fake earlier. You know, sometimes shot fakes are just as beneficial. She draws a foul against Marion Local's Brooke Homan.
First one doesn't drop there for Louth. Is there? She's a 66.
No,
did go in. I'm sorry, 66% free throw shooter, and the Rangers a very good free throw shooting team altogether at 70%.
Well, Louth 5 points here in the first quarter, averaging just under 4.
And quickly, Koenig comes back to the other end and knocks down the little runner. Boy, at times Marion Local's offense looks like it's a piece of cake. You know, come down and find a nice open runner in the lane, and
another pass that doesn't hit the ground, nearly a turnover.
Aaron Scott trying to make a very good pass. It's picked off though, and the break turns into an easy 2. And that one by Heidi Rethman as she's putting together a nice first quarter with 6. Last 15 seconds to go for the first. Knoxville looking to answer. Trigo, 3-ball, long. 7 seconds remaining. They skip it up to Koenig, trying to weave through traffic. Down to 2. Shot at the buzzer is going to fall short. 1 in the books here at Marion Local. The Flyers 15, New Knoxville 7. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications Or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West staff, your partner in business.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
Second quarter action about to start here at Marion Local. If you're just joining us, I'm Greg Burning, my partner tonight, Jeff Henchen.
A rough start for the Rangers. We talked off air. Usually New Knoxville's been able to get a decent first quarters. Just 7 points. They only got 6 shots, Greg. Only took 6 shots, had 9 turnovers.
We almost had our first offensive rebound. I think of the ball game. Both teams have done a nice job on the glass.
I believe Pullman had a
one down there.
Well, she had to put back basket, I believe. I know that I had marked them down as second chance points for the Flyers. They did have 3 total offensive rebounds.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, you do, and I'll tell you. We've been through this before, Greg. But New Knoxville trying to trap there a little bit, force the issue up front, put some pressure, and they come away with a steal.
Aaron Scott rips that one away, pushes it ahead to Doty. A little too much on it. You're going to catch a break there, I think, on the out-of-bounds line. Yeah, Marion Local touched it last. So
mentioned New Knoxville, those 9 turnovers, and Marion Local not very good with the basketball either. They had 6, and Aaron Scott's been around a lot of those for the Rangers, creating some turnovers.
Louth will skip it over to Scott in the corner. 3-ball, knocks it down.
Rangers' second leading scorer on the season, Aaron Scott, at 8.4 a game, her first points of the game.
Marion back on the attack. Here's Rethman, skips it over to Koenig. She'll pull up for the 15-footer. No good. Rebound pulled down by Doty for the Rangers.
Doty and Drossic for New Knoxville, each playing with 2 fouls. They've committed all the Ranger fouls. Marion Local with just 1. That's on Brooke Homan.
Working around
in the corner.
This 1-3-1. Doty will try a 3. It's no good. Rebound underneath by Leffel. She'll draw the foul from Evers.
Good positioning by Morgan Leffel. Kind of a shot off the mark quite a bit. Bang, bang, Leffel there to get the rebound and draw the foul. And you saw before that, Drozic had the ball on the elbow and kind of looked down here to the right corner. There was no one there. That's a nice diagonal place to find a teammate.
Leffel knocks down the first free throw. She's a 75% free throw shooter. As I mentioned before, the Rangers are very good at the free throw line.
Freshman averaging 6.6 a game, makes both of her free throws. As Greg said, a very good foul shooter for the Rangers.
Marion Local hanging on to a 3-point lead on our First National Bank scoreboard, 15-12. Picking it up at half court, looked like it was going to be a jump ball. Instead, turned over anyway, so Knoxville able to create another turnover as Aaron Scott walks it across.
Just a 3-point game, so New Knoxville's routed off 5 straight here to start the second quarter and cut into that 8-point lead, now down by 3.
Jurasic's little runner off the glass goes, and the Rangers trail now just by 1. And we mentioned the complacencies in offenses here. New Knoxville scored 7, I believe, now here in the second quarter, and Marion has not scored yet at all. So we talked about that a little bit before the game started. It definitely showing its head here in the second.
New Knoxville hasn't turned the ball over. Marion Local's already turned it over twice. So New Knoxville has made some shots as well. That always helps. But the pressure defense forces another turnover now.
And what could have been close to a third foul there for Jurasic. So we'll call that a break for New Knoxville, because if she steps off the floor, they get quite a bit smaller.
There's another long pass. The 1-3-1 defense stays for the Flyers. New Knoxville attacking it with just a single guard, but able to get it around the corner.
Louth goes up with a shot. It's blocked. Leffel trying to come out from underneath the basket. It's going to be a jump ball called.
Leffel's been in the game here. She's already recorded 2 offensive rebounds. One she got fouled on, and this one, the held ball, will stay with the Rangers. So two offensive rebounds for Morgan Leffel.
Triggered out top to Louth. Skips it over to Scott. Dumps it inside Jurasic. Spin move against
3 offensive rebounds for
Evers.
Leffel.
And Leffel going up against 3, not going to get the call there. Ball tipped away, though, by Scott. And Koenig can't hang on to it. I'll tell you what, if you haven't seen Erin Scott play, I've watched her play 3 or 4 times against some of the best guards in the MAC, and she gives all of them problems.
Yeah, she's very aggressive, very heady. Kind of a low center of gravity, not real tall, but
She's not
solid.
tall.
And just can pretty strong.
Plays hard. Plays hard, and her hands are always ready.
A difficult pass. It shouldn't be that difficult. You should be able to throw it to your teammate. The spacing is important.
Yeah, when you're not ready for that 1-3-1, then you know how that is. It speeds you up, and you get excited about it, and some of those easy passes become not so easy anymore.
She's about.
Scott, a lot of contact there. Called that out of bounds, and honestly, it was right in front of us. I didn't think it went out of bounds, but
I thought maybe the Marion Local girl touched it and was out of bounds, but they're going to give it to Marion Local. Well, things continue to
the coaches are entertained with the game so far, right?
It's not been a very clean game. Both teams have committed a number of turnovers, and when you think you get a clean block, there's going to be, quote, contact. So free throws coming up for Heidi Rethman. Foul goes against Tasia Louth, her first.
As I mentioned, Marion Local good at the free throw line as well. Heidi is a 71% free throw shooter. And that was a pretty good sign of that right there. Is nothing but net on the first one.
Rethman already with 7. Her season average is 9.1.
Second one looked the same as the first, and they get their lead back to 3 at the 5-minute mark here in the first half.
Again, Pullman up top. She's lengthy at 5'10". Makes it very difficult. Years ago when Anna Rockets won their state titles, they had Ashley Froney that played up top. She was a tall, skinny, just long body, and it forced teams a lot of difficulties to throw the ball because she was so lengthy up top. And Marion Local doing a similar thing here with Pullman at 5'10", and I think Evers was stuck up there one time. She was 6'1", so, and again, just, the pass and catch concept here, the spacing, getting in a spot where it's a quote, an easy pass, which I know they're not easy, but you got to make them where they're higher percentage of being caught. Jacqueline Luffel into the ball game for New Knoxville, number 3.
Rangers been in man-to-man most of this half and stay with it here. They skip it down inside the Leffel. That's a mismatch as they had Trigo on her. Got about a 5 or 6 inch height advantage, but they get the 3-second call called against Marion.
She was in there, and I kind of caught my eye because she was posting up against Trigo. And she was in there. Now, when you get the ball, you do get some extra time, but official felt maybe Pullman didn't go at it hard enough and was trying to, kind of milk it.
Right.
So she was in there, but usually the offensive player, if you start going to the basket, you'll get some extra time. Key word, you got to get to the basket.
Right. Make a basket move, right? Foul there called against Rethman.
Her first foul, just a second against the Flyers as a team, so no trouble there for Coach Stribe. Her squad, 3rd team foul. I missed one, Greg. 10, 20, and 32. There we go.
There's Scott working around that zone. Skips it over to Trigo. Trigo back out to Doty. Doty to Scott, open for a 3. It's well off the mark, as that one's going to go out of bounds off New Knoxville.
Scott's evidently shot was 2-point attempt. No hands went up to signal the 3, so her foot must have been touching the blue line. Nonetheless, the shot out of bounds, team rebound for the Flyers. And I believe Evers picked up a foul that I missed earlier. So Evers, Rethman, and Holman.
There's that mismatch we talked about last time. Pullman can't get it to fall, but Evers there for the offensive rebound and will go to the glass. And more importantly, as you pointed out there, Jeff, Jurasic draws the foul. That'll be her 3rd.
They continue to, it looks like they'll have someone come in for her now. Let's say 3's the magical number, if you will, that probably you're going to come out in the first half, and she will, as Leffel will replace her.
First free throw knocked down by Evers. As you see, a good position inside there. I talked about Pullman, a definite mismatch. Can't quite get it to fall, but Evers right there to draw the foul. Misses the second free throw as it's pulled away by Jacqueline Leffel. 18-14 on our First National Bank scoreboard in favor of the Flyers here in the first half.
Nice, nice. Much better. I mean, I would like the bounce pass to Doty.
Could have got a layup out of that one.
It's quicker. It took the lob pass was there, and it was there. I mean, it was there, but Marion Local able to recover.
Another turnover for the Rangers. Koenig loses the handle, but able to recover. Skips it inside to Evers. Evers goes up strong, can't get it to go, but Pullman right there for the rebound. As I mentioned, she's got Trigo and Scott on her underneath the bucket. A big height disadvantage for New Knoxville.
Yeah, there's really no one right now size-wise to take care of Evers and Pullman. Evers is 6 feet 1 inches. Elena Pullman 5 feet 10 inches, and they here recently have been making their marks, you know, their play noticeable as they've been involved in a lot of the offense. Pullman misses the free throw.
You get a good look of there on our replay. Again, a good height advantage inside for Pullman as she's lining up for free throw number 2.
Struggling a bit from the foul line as Pullman this year. That'll be something if she can make that improvement. You know, with her size and her skill, that would make her a big-time scorer for the Flyers.
Only a 9th grader, so
yes,
3 years of high school basketball ahead of her.
Again, just simple passing back and forth, difficult right now. A little bit of pressure.
Simple, but not with a 5'10" reach out there as well. She's making it hard, and New Knoxville turns it back over, as you'll see Tasia
It seems like it should be easier than that, because although Pullman's out there, it's not like she's, you know, the gnat in your face that she's trying to distract you. Just her size right now. Aaron Scott picks up her foul. That'll be a bonus now for the Flyers. They've already been in, I should say, but the Rangers have committed 8 fouls now, and the Flyers have taken a lot of free throws already. You know, even with the common fouls, they've had 4 shooting attempts, 2 shot fouls. Now this is their first bonus.
Koenig, just a 54% free throw shooter, misses the front end as that one goes out of bounds off of Pullman. Some contact as they go out of bounds by both players. So New Knoxville catching a little bit of a break there. Down by 4 with 2:40 remaining in our first half. It's been an adventurous game thus far. Not the prettiest, but very competitive. Doty driving
nice
down.
move.
Gets inside the seam of that zone, but can't get it to go.
If she had kept her dribble, it's like I don't think you realized she was that open, and she was able to maybe get a little bit closer shot. But
you know, you see the similarities again. We talked about it, right? Like both these teams are like 2 steps faster than they need to be. You know, there's a going fast in basketball, and there's being too fast ahead, like a hurried, and that's what you see on both of their offenses. And a lot of it's youth. You know, you get hurried and ahead of yourself. Scott sets her feet, knocks down a 3.
You said set her feet. I hope she didn't shuffle them a little bit.
She might have.
There was a stutter, as long as it wasn't her pivot foot stuttering. She's now hit on 2 3-pointers, 6 points for number 22, Aaron Scott. And the Rangers 1 point away. Remember, they trailed by 8 at the end of the first quarter, 15-7. So it's been the Flyers that have struggled just on 3 free throws for their points, and New Knoxville's netted 10 points in the second quarter.
Exactly 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Good entry into Evers. And we've seen that record play many a times here tonight already. Flyers dumping it inside with a big height advantage. Now they need to go to the free throw line and capitalize.
Morgan Leffel, her first foul. And Evers already her 5th free throw attempt. She's now 3 for 5. For her 5th point, she averages just over 8 points a game, and has yet to make 2 consecutive free throws.
Rebound there by Doty. Scott will walk it up against that 1-3-1 zone of Marion. She'll skip it down in the corner, back out to Scott, open for a 3, off the mark.
Leffel kept it alive. Louth recovered it, and Jacqueline Leffel is going to be fouled shooting the 3-pointer. So again, Leffel there keeping the missed shot alive. I think Louth came up with it.
Emphasis on the 3 there by our PA announcer here at Marion Local. Leffel will take 3 of them. That first one rattles out. Jacqueline, a good free throw shooter, 75%.
3 of 4 of the season.
Knocks
the
that
second.
one down.
Plays some JV as well, and again with the limited numbers, playing both levels.
Last one on the way, and she gets 2 out of the 3. Tie this ball game up at 19.
Nice comeback for the Rangers. It's Flyers offense yet to score a field goal. Again, all their points here in the second quarter have been from the foul line.
Yeah, definitely, New Knoxville done a nice job on their man-to-man matchup. The only place they've really struggled is in the paint, where Marion has a definite advantage. A scrappy play out top there by, I bet that's Aaron Scott on the floor.
Again, playing good defense, good help defense by the Rangers, and Evers kind of popped out instead of popped in. I'm not saying that she won't always, but got her away from the basket, and that's where you want a 6'1" girl to beat, farther away from the bucket.
Turnaround jumper by Koenig off the mark. Rebound, though, pulled down by the Flyers. 1:05 left to go here in our first half. Skip it back over to Heckman. Sorry, that's Homan. Here's Rethman and swing it over to Koenig. Good pass inside to Pullman. Good defense by Morgan Leffel. Goes straight up and causes the missed shot. 45 seconds remaining here in the first half. Aaron Scott out top, swings it over to Louth. Now down the corner to Leffel. Jacqueline Leffel, 3-ball. Count them all as the Rangers take their first lead of the ball game at 22-19. It's going to lead to a Marion local timeout. They're going to take a quick 30. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Sweeterman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, Lamb's Insurance Agency, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, Carriage Works, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Cy Sweeterman, NKT Productions, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Bank, and WKKI K94 FM Radio. I'd like to also mention that at the conclusion of this game, Jeff and I will name a player of the game, both for New Knoxville and Marion local.
For Jacqueline Leffel, hit the big three-pointer there, following the 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 5 quick points off the bench for the sophomore.
Yeah,
good contribution. And I've lost. There we go. Her 4th made three-pointer of the season, just 3 of 14 on the varsity level. Now her 4th made bucket, 3-point style.
There's Evers with the foul line jumper, no good. Louth pulls down the board. 15 seconds remaining in the first half. Bring it out top. Here's Scott. Down to 10. He's going to drive right down to the paint. Probably got away with an extra step there. Ball goes out of bounds, though, off of New Knoxville. So Marion will get it back with 6.5 seconds. I thought they were going to take the last shot, and you saw Coach Hagemeyer. If you didn't see Coach Hagemeyer, he just said that to his team. Take the last shot. Here's Marion going to get the last shot as the ball's deflected and time runs out. And that'll do it for the first half here at Marion Local. The visiting New Knoxville Rangers on top, 22-19. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. Carriage Works now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. Carriage Works has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for Carriage Works. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to Marion Local. We're here at halftime, and here with our first half stats is Mr. Jeff Henson.
Thank you, Greg. Shooting in the first half for the Rangers. They finished 6 of 18. Flyers 7 of 23. Flyers do not score a field goal in the second quarter. Knoxville doing a nice job from beyond the arc, hitting on almost half their three-pointers. 4 of 19. The Flyers have yet to make a three-pointer. Another good stat, Knoxville's taking advantage of their opportunities from the free throw line, hitting on 6 of 7. The Flyers just 5 of 11, and they were 4 of 9 in the second quarter. That's where all their points came from, but just 4 of 9 in the second quarter, 5 of 11 for the game. Rebounding margin about even, but the turnovers for each team well too many. And some of them have been forced, but some have just kind of been, I hate to use the word lackadaisical, just stuff that shouldn't happen.
Careless.
And it's tough. I know when you're being pressured and stuff, but boy, if each team can kind of find a way to take care of the basketball and give yourself a chance to score, I think that's going to be your winner tonight.
Well, you mentioned it. New Knoxville made a nice run in that second quarter. And when you look at the stats, it shows it pretty quick. They did very well at the free throw line and very good at the three-point line. And when you can do those two things, you can make up for a lot of mistakes real fast.
Yeah,
and they definitely did.
Because Marion wasn't making three-pointers, and they weren't making as many free throws. New Knoxville in the second quarter, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. 4 of 5 from the foul line. Those are pretty good numbers. And like I said, conversely for the Flyers, they were 0 of 3 from three-point range in the second, and just 4 of 9 from the foul line. So, and you remember, New Knoxville in that second quarter played without Meg Jurasic for at least 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, about 3.5 minute mark, I think.
She went out. Third foul, and obviously Marion Local tried to force it into Pullman and Evers, and they did get some looks. New Knoxville fouled, and Pullman and Evers maybe didn't make as many free throws as they would have liked. But they did pick up 3 fouls on Jurasic, who's now back on the court for the Rangers.
And it'll be interesting because both these teams have basically split quarters, as Doty, who also sat out late in that first half, knocks down the shot, but they swapped quarters there. Marion scored 15 in the first quarter. New Knoxville scored 15 in the second quarter, had a 3-point ball game at half. Knoxville starts out, though, with a bucket right out of the gate, and on the other end, Samantha Trigo going to pick up the first foul of the second half.
Taylor Doty, the pull-up jumper, Greg, to your point about the Rangers basket, her first bucket of the game, picked up 2 fouls in the first half. And on the other end, Pullman, just using her speed, getting around Trigo, commits her first foul.
Trying to go in there and work again. And Erin Scott, we've seen her, I swear if the ball comes out at all, she's right there.
It.
And she scooped that one up again for New Knoxville. It's a stat we should start keeping as steals because she's got to have 4 or 5 herself here in this ball game. Good pass inside to Jurasic's going to pick up a foul against Evers. I believe that's number 2.
Rangers, I thought, got a break. They pick up the foul. I thought the pass was on the wrong side.
Wrong hand, right?
Yeah, and if it goes inside, then Jurasic goes to the basket, but they do pick up the second foul on Kara Evers.
Trigo wheels through the lane. Nice pass inside to Jurasic, and something you don't see very often in high school basketball anymore. Left hand. It was a beautiful.
It well, it was.
Yeah, she did.
Trigo, a nice entry pass, and Jurasic turned the correct way and finished with a strong left hand.
Try to double inside. A beautiful pass from Koenig over the top to a wide open Evers, and she answers the basket with one of her own.
Good possession, nice ball movement by the Flyers. Greg Evers now with 7. The Flyers' leading scorer right now is freshman Heidi Rethman with 8.
Knoxville work around, get it inside to Jurasic. Got shot blocked by Evers. Jurasic looking for the call, won't get it. We go back the other way. Marion gets it down inside to Evers, and a miscommunication there.
Doty playing nice defense. Yeah, she's playing it on Homan, who they tried to top down, and I don't know if they just miscommunicated. Doty was doing a nice job. When you're smaller, I hate to stay behind a bigger girl and just stand there. If you're gonna get beat, try to fight around and keep your feet moving.
Work over the top.
Third foul on Evers. Tough break for Kara. It looked like she was trying to make a clean block, doesn't get credit for it. But a lot of times people will stay behind the post player, and it's like, well, that's giving them a huge advantage for letting them catch it. You might as well use your size and quickness to try to harass them, change sides, not necessarily front them, but be active.
Yeah, for sure. First one knocked down there by Jurasic. Gives New Knoxville a 6-point advantage early here in the third quarter. Second one is good as well.
Jurasic, a nice free throw shooting percentage, 75%. She has 4 points here in a quarter, 6 on the night.
Scott harassing Koenig, gets help from Louth. Aaron pass, and see New Knoxville trying to speed up Marion Local. It works as they turn the ball over.
Flyers, 3 quick turnovers here in the third quarter, so a rough start offensively. They had a nice possession where they got a nice entry pass into Evers. That's been their only real shot. The other possessions have all resulted in turnovers, and that one really not a forced turnover, just an unforced error.
Yeah, Emily Neefelt checks in for the Flyers. And again, there's another one of those, right? Like you're trying to make that great play, and as Coach would tell you, you don't need that great play. Just run your offense, and it results in a turnover.
Jurasic and Doty not on the same page, and that's a tough. Obviously, when you throw it out of bounds, we criticize. But
analyze.
I said,
just kidding. Good defensive play there by New Knoxville.
Jurasic got around again. Some officials will say there was contact, but she tiptoed around the Flyer offensive player. And
there's some effort there by Needfeld. She steals it, trying to get her hands on it still. And a foul going to be called, I believe, against Trigo.
Her second, both here in the second half. Just can't do that.
Right.
Her second foul, team second.
Koenig to trigger it in. Off the glass shot there, no good by Rethman. Rebound pulled down by Scott. New Knoxville going to pull it out here a little bit. You see them run their high ball screen offense for Aaron Scott. Little runner off the glass, no good. Flyers will quickly come back the other way. Here's Heidi Rethman, little runner, no good. Rebound tipped around and pulled down again by Scott. 4:20 left to go in the third quarter. New Knoxville with a 7-point lead. Bring it out top, swing it around the offense, dump it inside to Jurasic. She gets the runner off over home and misses the shot, and a foul on the rebound.
Tasia Louth, her second foul, team's third.
Trigo will check out as Morgan Leffel checks in for the Rangers. Pass it up court to Pullman. Now back over to Needfeld. Working against Louth and picked off by Aaron Scott. Trying to get her hands on it, finally does. Pulls up for the little floater, no good. Rebound comes down to Louth. She can't get it to drop. Leffel with the try, finally gets it to go.
3 looks at the bucket there for the Rangers, so offensive stick back bucket and a 9-point New Knoxville lead. All coming off of that turnover. Another turnover by the Flyers.
Sorry, Jeff Koenig gets a 3 ball from the far corner. Badly needed bucket for Marion as they get the lead back to 6.
Had only scored a 2-pointer earlier in the third quarter. Koenig now with 5 points on the night with that 3-pointer.
Here's Louth, swings it over to Doty and back out to Louth. Thought about the 3. Instead, ball fakes, little runner on the baseline, too long. Rebound though by Jurasic. She misses it. And the Rangers get a couple good shots there again, can't convert.
Yeah, the Tasia Louth shot almost becomes a nice pass for Jurasic, and she just rushed it, had a good angle, and couldn't come up with a basket.
Timeout on the floor. It's a full one. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
3:06 left to go here in the third quarter for Marion Local High School. The Rangers still hanging on to a 6-point lead.
Well, the Flyers get a big basket from Kelsey Koenig, a much-needed three to kind of get their offense on the board, if you will. They'd only scored 2 points, and they really, New Knoxville, been more consistent on offense and opened up a decent-sized lead, and now a chance for the Flyers again to get some points on the board, and Doty's going to pick up her third foul.
Neatfeld will go to the free throw line for the Flyers. She gets 2 shots here. Neatfeld, a 42% free throw shooter. First one rattles off, no good.
Mentioned as a team, they're 62% as a team free throw shooting percentage as a team. A couple of the girls, though, not so high, if you will, above that. She makes her first point of the game, does Emily Neatfeld. Back to a 5-point lead. I believe it was 30-21 at 9-point lead, the biggest for New Knoxville.
They're going to run through their high flex offense here. Haven't seen much of this here tonight.
Need the lead to have it.
That's right. Helps, right?
It usually does. This is where you can kind of put the defense to sleep a little bit, force them to kind of defend the whole half court. When you get them asleep on the wing, that's when the green light goes off, and worked out well years ago. And you had an athlete like a Haley Horseman on the wing that could beat about anyone, boy or girl, off the dribble. And New Knoxville is going to throw it away on the over and back.
So good defense there by Marion. Results in a New Knoxville turnover. 2:15 left to go. You get a good shot of the Ranger bench there, the coaching staff.
Tim Hagemeyer, assisted by his brother Dan and JV coach Matt Gable. On the other end, you got Beth Stribe and then former coach Treva Griesdorn, or Fortkamp. Griesdorn was her maiden name.
And there's Kelsey Koenig with a big basket, knocking down the three.
And also for the Flyers, Maria Moeller, former great here at the Marion Local, also the JV coach.
And also played at Ohio State.
So nice comeback for the Flyers. 6 points all in the second quarter by Kelsey Koenig have helped that immensely.
Jumper from the other wing by Scott is no good. Rebound pulled down by Rethman. So Marion Local trying to put together a good comeback here, have a chance to tie or take the lead. Heidi Rethman with the lane, blocked from behind and pulled out of the paint by Leffel. I believe they ended up calling a jump ball. They did call a jump ball.
Jump ball. I thought it would have been a foul. There looked like a lot of contact on the person on the outside, which would have been the Flyers, but held ball possession stays with the Flyers. Offensive rebound for them.
Here's Koenig working against Doty. Good defensive pressure, but a little too much hands.
And you got to be careful. Too much, 20 feet from the basket,
right.
You have 3 fouls. Now you have 4. Be smart, when your time and distance, if you will, that you're going to put yourself at risk body checking someone at around a 3-point line. So
especially when she was in no scoring position, like you said, 20 feet back to the basket. So Marion Local back on the attack. Good ball fake there by Homan. Goes around the drive. Can't get it to go. Rebound picked up by Trigo.
New Knoxville again fortunate. The drive, you said, by Homan. Nice move to the basket against Trigo, who size-wise giving up some inches. Drossic goes over to help. Basically just ran out of town once she got close to avoid picking up her 4th foul.
Tip ball there, picked up by Neatfeld, and foul going to be called by Morgan Leffel.
6 team fouls now already for the Rangers here in the third quarter. So the next one will be shooting fouls. And
Just 2 for the Flyers.
Yeah, and New Knoxville just not a lot of depth either. I mean, Jurasic with 3, Doty with 4. Other than that, real no problems right now, but where the Flyers are going to could have a lot of trips going to the free throw line.
35 seconds left here, quarter number 3. Here's Pullman, kicks it over to Koenig. She's knocked down a couple from there already tonight, misses that one. Ball goes off of Trigo, will stay with Marion Local.
Koenig, her first 3-point miss of the quarter. She was 2 for 2 prior to that, now 2 of 3. 8 points for Kelsey Koenig in the game.
Rethman to trigger it in. Finally tosses it over the top. A mishandled pass, turnover, gives it back to New Knoxville.
6th turnover. That's 3 quarters in a row now. They've had 6. They've had 6 in each quarter. The Flyers have New Knoxville 3 here so far in the 3rd quarter after 9 and 5, a total of 13 in the first half. Just 3 here in the 3rd
Down
quarter.
to 5 seconds remaining here in the 3rd. Scott trying to make some room, gets it over to Leffel, ball tipped and falls short, and that will do it for 3 in the books here at Marion Local. The Flyers 28, New Knoxville 30. We'll come back with quarter number 4. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Brand presence is everything. Is it time to create a video that promotes your business? NKTelco has the solution with NKT Productions. NKT Productions can create a national caliber commercial or video specifically to your business needs and demographics. Utilize NKTelco ad insertion and your video is made available to 6,000 plus subscribers in 8 local communities on 23 major networks. Take advantage of the overwhelming traffic that video gets. Visit nktelco.net for more information.
Welcome back to the hangar here at Marion Local as we get set for, excuse me, the 4th quarter. It's been a tight ball game pretty much throughout. New Knoxville starts off here with a 2-point edge.
Final 8 minutes, anyone's ball game, obviously. The Rangers in the 3rd quarter took much better care of the basketball. Just the 3 turnovers, were able to get 12 shots taken, but only made 3. The Flyers, 6 turnovers, only got 8 shots, but hit a couple threes in that quarter. That's somewhat the difference, if you will. They outscored New Knoxville 9-8.
And we saw that move earlier in the 3rd quarter. It was Jurasic wheeling her way around Evers.
Her 4th foul now against Carrie Evers.
And it was the exact same play, a lot of body, and Evers goes up to block that shot, but contact down below as Jurasic steps to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. That's a big foul because Marion Local is definitely a different ball team when Carrie Evers steps off the court.
She's going to step off. They'll replace her with 5'10" freshman Elena Pullman. So Evers sits down right now on the night with 7 points and the 4 fouls.
Second one in and out from Jurasic, and rebound pulled down by Homan.
First missed free throw for Jurasic on the night, now 3 of 4. 7 points on the night for Megan Jurasic.
Good pass inside to Homan. Picks up the foul.
Trigo will be called for her 3rd. Now be bonus situation for the Flyers.
That's going to send number 32 Homan to the line. Brooks, 55% free throw shooter on the season. Hoping to knock down a pair here for the Flyers. That one rattles around and drops.
Her first point of the night, a big point that is, and used all of the rim there.
Yes, she did.
Hometown bounce.
She earns the second one, and it's good. 2 big free throws there, cuts the New Knoxville lead to just 1. 7:30 remaining. And a steal there by Marion Local. Neefeld steps into the passing lane, trying to take it the distance. Will go up strong against Scott and draw the foul.
So free throws again coming up for the Flyers as number 22, Erin Scott, picks up her second foul, and going to the line is number 22, Emily Neatfeld, for 2 more shots. She's 1 of 2 on the night, both those in the third quarter.
First one is good. And we are now even at 31. Neatfeld looking to give her Flyers the first lead in a while, and she does.
Flyers did a much better job free throw shooting here in the second half. 5 of 6 are the Flyers here, and they've taken advantage of some fouls committed by the Rangers.
Koenig will commit one there, her first foul of the game.
4th team foul, so as Greg said, the first on Koenig and the 4th in here in the second half. New Knoxville gets an isolation with Jurasic.
Kick it back to Louth. She'll let the 3 go off the mark. Rebound fought for, picked up by Jurasic. She'll go right back up with it, can't get it to go. Flyers pull down the board. Skipped over to Koenig. And now back out top to Rethman. Here's Pullman at the foul line, drives down through the paint, misses it. Rebound pulled away by the Rangers.
Pretty nice move by Pullman. She got
Definitely.
They let her come up to the foul line untouched. It's kind of an easy pass and catch, and she went to the left. You don't see that a lot of times with a girl that's right-handed. Couldn't finish the shot.
Dangerous pass there, gets it though to Leffel. Jacqueline, that is, misses the 3. And almost a turnover in the backcourt against Marion. Skip it ahead instead to Homan, who pushes it across. Tries to take it the distance, and again, I'm sorry, that's Rethman. Heidi Rethman will draw the foul.
Morgan Leffel picks up her 3rd personal foul, and back to the free throw line go the Flyers.
And nothing fancy here by Marion. They're just going down the lane hard, and New Knoxville's been fouling them and sending them back to the free throw line. First one rattles out, no good.
Rethman on the night, 8 points, all in the first half. Misses her first free throws. You see all the foul there. Makes her second foul shot. 3 of 4 from the free throw line tonight for Rethman, now with 9 points.
So 2-point advantage now for Marion Local on our first National Bank scoreboard. They played that man-to-man here most of the time in the second half. Went away from the 1-3-1 zone. Good pass inside to Jurasic. A great head fake there from Erin Scott for the easy 2, and we're even.
Jurasic now with 9.
Neatfeld brings it across, guarded by Louth. Looking for some space, not getting a lot. A timeout taken by Coach Strive. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Minster Bank, Sweeterman Pharmacies, Hometown Opportunity,
Did you lose your list,
American
Greg?
Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Sweeterman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, Lamb's Insurance Agency, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, Carriage Works, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Cy Sweeterman, NKT Productions, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Bank, and WKKI. I'd like to also remind everyone that this game will be replayed on Saturday, February 17th at 2 o'clock, and again on Sunday, February 18th at 12 o'clock. And you can also watch these games on demand at nktelco.net.
Good recovery there, Greg.
I tried.
I was going to leave you hanging, but I was doing stats. I didn't have time to find the sheets. And
It's
thank you to
okay.
those fine sponsors. Nice long list. And again, without them, we can't do this.
That's
and tonight
right.
it's Midwest Athletic Conference girls basketball. And a tie game here in the fourth quarter.
Can't ask for much more than this. 5:30 to go. We're even. Koenig, another 3 ball and another buried 3.
Her third made three-point basket of the night, all here in the second half. She's 3 of 4 from beyond the arc in the second half. 2 points in the first half, 11 on the night now for Kelsey Koenig.
Erin Scott trying to get her New Knoxville offense together, gets inside to Jurasic, and she'll draw the foul.
Pullman will pick up her second foul, the 5th against the Flyers.
So that'll send Jurasic back to the free throw line, a chance to cut into this 3-point Marion local lead.
Jurassic 3 of 4 on the night from the free throw line, right at her season average, I believe, of 75. And
rattles the first one in.
That is correct, 75% for Jurassic on the year. Nice percentage for really anyone. And I hate to say a quote for a big girl, but you know, sometimes the stronger athlete has a tougher time with that shot, but she's made now 5 of 6.
Nice stroke at the free throw line, brings her Rangers back to within 1, just under 5 to play. Needfeld again being harassed by Louth. It gets a hand on that one. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Marion local.
Jurassic now with 11 on the night. She leads the Rangers, and on the other side, Kelsey Koenig also with 11 leads the Flyers.
Needfeld swings it over to Rethman. Trying to work it inside to Homan, skip it back over to Rethman. Good pass inside to Homan, can't get it to drop. Pullman, though, able to fight for the board, wheels around the paint, and draws the foul.
Jacqueline Luffel picks up the first foul, and again, that's the double, or the 10th. It was a shooting foul anyways, but the Flyers will be in double bonus for the final, basically just over half of this final quarter.
Pullman's first free throw is off the mark.
Again, struggled from the line this year as a freshman, and you see the move here, and Jacqueline comes from behind, and yep, good call right on the left arm, and Pullman, again, now 0 for 3 on the night. Make it 1 for 4 from the free throw line. 5 points for 5-0.
2-point lead for the Flyers as we get down to the final 4.5 minutes left in the ball game. We have a timeout taken on the court by New Knoxville. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
4:24 left to go in the ball game. Marion local with a 2-point lead.
Big possession for the Rangers coming up here, Greg, as they nearly get the 5-second call. They will call timeout to void that. For both these teams now, every possession really matters. And
right.
They all matter, but when they get down to crunch time, you don't have a lot of time left to make up for mistakes. And it's going to come down to who makes the most positive plays or positive possessions to win this game. Both teams riding, again, 7-game losing streaks, and for one it's going to stop at 8, and for the other one it's going to go on to 8. New Knoxville looking for their first Midwest Athletic Conference victory.
Working through their high flex offense. Swing it back out to Jurassic, and now back over to Doty.
One thing this will do is kind of slow down, not slow down the game, but make
Shorten
the game go faster.
Yeah.
And they get a
Wide
breakdown.
open
Nice
there.
move by Morgan Luffel.
And we're tied again at 37.
4 points for the 5'7" freshman. Her season average is 6.6. And a breakdown on defense and a well-executed layup by Luffel.
Wide open is Homan, can't make the foul line jumper. Pullman, though, with the rebound. Foul called against number 5, Morgan Leffel, her 4th.
So she joins Doty with 4 fouls, and Pullman, who's 1 of 4 from the foul line tonight, goes back for 2 shots.
First one is off the mark. Evers going to come in for Pullman.
I kind of like that break. I mentioned earlier 5-0, like Hawaii 5-0, Elena 5.
Yeah, I got it.
Most of these kids don't remember that show from the 70s.
It came back on, so some might have seen it.
Well, that is true. It did resurface, did it not? Book 'em, Dano.
Book 'em, Dano. So we're even now, still at 37 as Pullman misses both free throws. New Knoxville with a chance to regain the lead. 3:05 remaining as they come back out and run their high flex again.
Worked nicely for them the last time. Again, with foul trouble and limited support players on the bench.
Trying to get it to Jurasic.
Got a break. Trying to throw the ball through the defender. You know, as Dan Dawkins would say, fake high, throw low.
Right.
Where their hands are.
They used to teach that, right?
Yeah, he taught it a lot. He still talks about it. 6th team foul against the Flyers.
So nothing hurt there for Marion. Next one will put the Rangers in the bonus. Trying to get it in, just due to Aaron Scott. Works around the defense. Good pass inside to Jurasic and a great recovery from Evers, but the ball bounces over to Leffel, and she gets another offensive rebound. She's done a nice job on the glass for the Rangers here in the second half.
She's had a number of offensive rebounds in that third quarter we talked about. Been around a lot of loose balls, if you will, on the rebounding portion of it. And a chance here to break the tie.
First one rattles in. As Leffel knocks down her 7th point of the ball game.
5th point for number 5, a 1-point Ranger lead.
Second one is short as the two bigs underneath battle. Evers comes away with it.
Both those ladies, Evers and Jurasic.
Both with 4 fouls, right? Or no,
Jurasic
has
has 3. You're right. Evers does have 4.
Rethman all alone decides to take a 3 and bury it.
Wow, that's a tough shot when you're that open and like, wow, I can't believe I'm this open. I think I'll take a half-inch step to get a little bit closer. Should I still shoot? I can't believe I'm this open.
She was smart. She got herself into rhythm.
Yeah, she did.
Knocks it down and gives the Flyers a 2-point lead with 2:15 remaining. Rangers go back to their high flex offense, trying to get another opportunity. Looking inside to Jurasic, almost turn it over. Swinging around the far side to Doty. Skips it over to Scott. Nice spin move in the lane. The left-hand runner doesn't go, but Scott just rips the rebound away from Koenig as they bring it back out top. Ball loose on the floor again. Jump ball, going to give it back to Marion Local. Going to have a timeout on the floor by New Knoxville. It's a 30. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to again remind everyone that at the conclusion of this game, Jeff and I will name a player of the game. That player of the game sponsored by NKTelco. Also like to remind everyone of our scoreboard sponsor for the night, First National Bank, think first. Minute 43 to go here in this ball game, Jeff. And you know, we talked about it starting in the fourth quarter, who's going to make the most positive plays and really work through their offense. Marion Local got a really big one last possession down from Rethman to give them a 2-point lead.
Yeah, and they've battled back, and New Knoxville has had some nice offensive sets and attacks at the basket. And now they commit the turnover, the held ball violation, if you will. We'll give it to the Flyers, and New Knoxville's already committed 10 team fouls, so I don't know if New Knoxville will try to start fouling right away, because I think with the pressure, Marion Local prone to throw the ball away. You know, it's just a matter of how quickly maybe the Flyers can dump it inside and get it to Evers and go attack the basket.
Evers still in the ball game, has 4 fouls. As they'll trigger it into Neatfeld. And they're going to come double Neatfeld right away, try to get a steal.
That's what the Rangers were looking for, the long pass, and Marion Local was fortunate to get it taken care of.
And Evers with a couple of looks inside, able to convert.
Big offensive rebound, stick back for Evers, and boy, New Knoxville did that jump and got what they wanted, a long pass and just a step late trying to, you know, almost intercept it as if you're a defensive back.
Minute 15 remaining. New Knoxville in need of a bucket as they trail by 4. Trying to run a high weave out top. Give it back outside to Scott. Minute 5 to go. And they're going to pick up a cheap one here from Koenig, but it's going to send Aaron Scott to the free throw line. Well, that's the last thing you wanted if you're Marion Local.
Yeah, she tried to fight over a screen from Jurasic, who never made contact, and in doing so, just, you know, stepped through the screen on top. Draws too much contact, and Scott, a big 1-1 here.
Rattles out as Jurasic and Evers battle for it. And
Offensive rebound for New Knoxville on the
Tied up.
ball possession.
Yeah.
Good battle for Jurasic, battling with Evers.
Jurasic looked like she might have came down on her ankle a little awkwardly there, but seems to be
A lot
walking.
of offense, defense maybe here. New Knoxville probably putting some scores. Maybe the better shooters on the floor.
Yeah, both Jacqueline Leffel and Trigo check in. Skip it out top to Jurasic. She'll take the foul line jumper off the glass and in. Big bucket there for the Rangers. Lead now just 2. 50 seconds remaining in the ball game, though. Time running out.
Each team with 2 timeouts left. I'm sorry, New Knoxville down to 1.
And we're going to have one of those timeouts right here. Full take, and we'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Marion Local. We got a good one here with 41 seconds remaining. The Flyers hanging on to a 2-point lead after a big answer from New Knoxville.
We'll see what type of. Well, the ball's already down here. Last time New Knoxville had the.
It's Marion Local ball.
Yeah, they would put like a jump defense on. We'll see once. They better hurry up and play defense before the ball's handed in. And
there it is, trying to trigger it in and get it out top to Neefeld.
Here comes a jump. Look for the long pass.
Neefeld dribbles around it, gets it over to Evers, back out top to Neefeld. Time ticking away, down to 35.
I mean, they can probably foul now, just who's got to do it. Doty with 4 fouls.
Back out top, Neefeld still trying to foul. Evers skip it over to Koenig, and finally a foul called. And it's going to be against Jurasic.
Yeah, Jurasic and Doty. Jurasic now picks up her 4th foul. But you'd like for someone else, if you had your wish with very limited fouls to make that contact. If this game goes overtime, Jurasic's 1 foul away from disqualification.
22 seconds remaining as Rethman steps to the free throw line with a 2-point lead. Knocks down the first one to give the Flyers a 3-point advantage as Jacqueline Leffel and Samantha Trigo check back in for the Rangers. Little offense to defense, or should I say defense to offense.
13 points for Rethman.
Trying to extend to a 4-point advantage, and she does.
14 for the 5'7" freshman. Rangers 1 timeout left, need to score quick.
Going to have to hurry. 20 seconds remaining, now 15. Skip it over to Leffel. They need to get a shot up as they're down by 4. 10 seconds to go. Jurasic going to launch the 3, rattles out. And fighting for the board is Marion. They pull away from it. 2 seconds remaining, 1, and that's going to be your ball game. The Flyers come out on top, 44-40. We'll take a quick break and be back with our post-game wrap-up. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slankowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
We knew that we could use Hometown Opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown Opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.